David is a 30-year-old man who works at a large company in the city. His job is stable, but because of this, it has become a repetitive routine, making him feel stuck. Every day, he wakes up and repeats the same tasks: going to work, sitting at his desk, making reports, meeting clients, and then going back home. Although his life is secure and comfortable, David can't shake the feeling of emptiness. He doesn't feel any change or challenge, and deep down, he knows he needs to make a change. One day, David reconnects with Eliza, his longtime friend from college. Eliza is a strong-willed person, always seeking change. She's been to many places, participated in numerous projects, and constantly explores new things. Their conversation starts with simple questions about work, but gradually shifts to a different topic: change. Eliza looks at David, sensing the stagnation in his eyes, and can't help but speak up. David, have you ever thought about daring to change? Don't you ever feel like you're living in a comfort zone that's too big? David looks at her, slightly confused. He stays silent for a moment before responding, his voice hesitant. Actually, I don't know. This job is stable, and I don't want to take risks, but sometimes I wonder if I'm really living fully. Eliza smiles. Stability doesn't mean happiness, David. If you always live in your comfort zone, you'll never know the wonderful opportunities waiting outside. David returns home, reflecting on his conversation with Eliza. He opens his wardrobe, looks at his old clothes, and sits down at his desk. In front of him is his computer screen, filled with work and reports. Everything feels too familiar. He feels like his life is stuck in place, with no room for newness or change. Since meeting Eliza, her words keep echoing in his mind. He can't stop thinking about the possibility of change. Can I dare to step outside my comfort zone? He asks himself. But at the same time, he's afraid that those changes might make him lose the stability he's worked so hard to maintain. A week later, David meets an older family friend whom he has always respected. This man, with years of experience, has been through many ups and downs in life. His stories make David reflect deeply. David, I understand how you feel. You have a stable job, a safe life, but sometimes that stability holds us back. You need to dare to challenge yourself if you want to find something greater, the mentor tells him. David listens intently, and a new feeling begins to stir within him. He realizes that his mentor is right. Only by stepping out of his comfort zone can he grow and achieve more. But how can he overcome the fear and begin changing? The first step is to dare, the mentor advises. Don't fear failure. Failure is part of the learning and growing process. As long as you don't give up, you'll always find your way. Inspired by his conversation with the mentor, David decides to make a change. He signs up for a leadership and management course. This is something he had never considered before, as he always thought his job was enough to maintain stability. Throughout the course, David meets people with similar passions and desires to change. They share their own stories about the turning points in their lives and careers. David gradually realizes that if he doesn't dare to step outside his comfort zone, he'll forever be stuck in the shadow of that safety net, unable to seize the opportunities he truly wants. As David begins to take on new challenges, he feels a sense of transformation. He no longer feels stuck like before. His work becomes more interesting, and the lessons in life gradually take on greater meaning. He starts expanding his network, testing new ideas, and no longer fears failure. David understands that challenges and hardships are essential parts of personal growth. One day, David stands on top of a mountain, looking out over the city below. He feels freer and stronger than ever before. No longer afraid, no longer worried about failure. He knows that change comes only when you face the unknown, dare to step outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself. David returns to his life, but now he is different. He understands that every step, whether small or big, can make a difference, and he will never go back to his old life, where he lived within the limits of his own fears. Don't let fear hold you back. Dare to step outside your comfort zone, because only through change will you find amazing opportunities. Remember, only when you dare to change can you truly walk your own path.